The U.S. withdrew its combat forces from Iraq 2 years ago, but for many of the people who helped the U.S. military, the fight is still not over yet.
Tonight, in a special Price of Freedom, Josh Rowe digs deeper into what the Iraqi nationals did for us during the war and what's being done for them now. Josh.
Calvin and Latricia, the special immigrant visa program for Iraqis became law 5 years ago. It's a program designed to help the people who helped our country leave a dangerous situation at home and come to the U.S. That program set to end at the end of December. At this point, only a small percentage of those visas have been granted.
جبت الجبال كنت خليها قدامي اشرب ثلاثة صار عندي ثلج.
The men and women who fought in Iraq will tell you good interpreters were a key factor in completing missions and saving lives.
A lot of the times they would let us know, hey, something's about to happen, you know, before we could figure it out.
We depended on them for everything.
Martha Boyd is now an attorney in Nashville. Beginning in 2004, she served as a civil affairs officer during Operation Iraqi Freedom.
They were primarily interpreters, but they were also political advisors and cultural advisors. I mean, they knew these government officials that we didn't know, and they could tell us, here's why this guy isn't getting along with this guy.
She says over time, as it became more difficult to protect the coalition forces, it was even harder to ensure the safety of the Iraqi nationals who worked with them.
It was very real and frankly places a lot of weight on us, you know, asking these folks to come out and help us every day and knowing that the very act of doing so could be their death.
That weight is something Army veteran Garth Dalson knows very well. Dawson pulled 2 tours in Iraq. His best friend was one of the interpreters he worked with.
We'd hang out with him, play Xbox with him, eat with him. He was in our truck the whole deployment, so we rode around for 8 to 12 hours a day with him on patrols and missions.
One day while on patrol, the lead Humvee hit a roadside bomb.
It killed him. It took his legs off.
Garth's interpreter had a wife, a little girl, and another on the way when he was killed. Since his death, his brother's been watching over his family. But now his life has been threatened, and he's on the run just because his brother helped the Americans.
He's dead now because he worked with us. And then now his family's in danger. We're not over there anymore. So in my eyes, and I feel like we abandoned them.
In 2008, Congress passed a law that authorized up to 5,000 special immigrant visas for Iraqis each year for 5 years. That time has been extended, but currently expires at the end of December. And at this point, less than a third of the 25,000 visas have been given out to our Iraqi allies.
I think they should definitely be allowed to come here and live in peace with their family without fear of getting killed.
We couldn't succeed without them, and we can't going forward succeed in any other conflict without them. And I think we need to send the message that, you know, if you come work for the Americans, wherever we are in the world, we're going to take care of you.
Latricia and Calvin, this is a very complex issue, and our reporting on this issue is just beginning right now. We've talked to some lawmakers around the area who are very eager to talk about this issue. We've talked to some who aren't quite as eager. Our next reports, we're going to talk to the ones who are eager and try to find out why some of those others really don't want to talk about this.
Yeah,
so
that's a good question.
That's coming up. Yeah,
All right,
stay tuned.
Important story. Thanks a
No
lot,
doubt.
Josh.
Thank you.